I'm coming from London, where I did through NHS. That treatment, for 4 weeks I couldn't do anything. I was in severe pain, and I was thinking, why did I go for that treatment? But the issue was I did not know anything about uh, complex fistula or anything like that. And then by the time I was searching about this fistula, and I found there is a treatment VAAFT, video assisted anal fistula treatment. So, and I found this place about Dr. Ashish Manot, but I was thinking whether should I go or not, because I was working over there, and at that time I was thinking what will be the logistic and other issues. So I found similar treatment they were doing in Colchester, out of London. I went there. Then I don't know what they did, but they did initial treatment. But after 1 month, I was feeling same, and nearby my left thumb, I found mucus swelling, and then it started pus coming out. And then it was very complex. Then I had to go another doctor over there, and they did initial checkup, and they said okay, I might need to go through the same process again. But then they gave me long appointment. Like normally in London, you have to give you have to wait for 3 to 4 months for normal, for minor treatment. And that was painful for me because I was not able to do any work. I was not able to walk sometimes. Even I was not able to sleep as well. Then finally I decided, okay, now I will have to go back to India. And then I spoke to Dr. Ashish Banot over the phone, and he said, okay, just come over here first time. We will examine, and then we'll proceed further, what to do. Then in March 2017 I came first time, and I know it was not pure VAAFT, it was mix of VAAFT and sit-on thread treatment. They started, but then okay, then I started doing normal things, and after 1 week it was fine. It was minor pain, but it was negligible. I was able to do my normal routine. I was able to do my job, and then after 2 or 3 weeks, I was able to lift a little bit heavy lifting and everything as well. And then every 4 weeks we used to do step by step treatments. This is I started in, as I said, I started in March 2017. This is almost first week of July. I can say about 80 to 85% almost I am recovered. I'm feeling better than before, much better than before. Now I came today for some normal routine checkup, and it could be minor cleanup. So hopefully then after I hope I will be 100%, because I want to be like I used to be before. I used to do gym, play with kids, but last 1 year I was not able to do because of this fistula. So, but hopefully, now I have one kind of hope. I will be able to do it by end of July or in August. I'm planning to play 2020 cricket. So hopefully I will be fine. And so.
So how comfortable you are feeling right now from the time you started?
Yeah, from the time I started,
do you feel still you are having any issues? It is just that.
No, I said it's minor. I can say 85% from my end, because I have gone through this situation since last 1 year. It's almost 1 year it is gone. And now I can say I am feeling better, more than much more better than when we started in March. Because when I started in March 2017, at that time I think I had about 3 openings, and I had to do dressing twice a day, more than that, and I was not able to sit properly, and sometimes I feel what the hell going on with me. But now recently I moved in London from one place to another place where I did very heavy work, and if I would have been before March 2017, I wouldn't be able to do all these things.
So what all the type of fistula was it? Was it they must have told you this is anoscrotal and going to
Yeah, actually, initially, it started from perineal abscess, like, in December 2015. And they did, like, that operation, but that operation was very big, like, the doctor put very big cut. It was in India, in Gujarat. When I visited at that time, I found, and I immediately I did it in rush because I thought if I would go back to London and they might take 3 to 4 months as usual, like they do it. So that's why I did it. But then, and in 1 month, like 1.5 months, that cut was, like, healed. About 90% was healed, but, like, 5 to 10% was not healed, and the pus was coming out. And gradually, I took antibiotics and normal medicines, like, many times. But then after 3 4 months, I kept telling doctor over there in London that there is something going on, but they said, okay, no, it could be minor, and they kept giving me antibiotics. And then later on, they found after MRI, like, it's a complex fistula, and they said, like, it's a anal fistula, complex anal fistula, which is 12 o'clock something. Actually, as I said, like, I did not know about fistula before that. At that time, I got to know, okay, this kind of disease are there, exist. And then they start, they say, like, it's a 12 o'clock complex fistula, so they will have to do treatment, because in UK, hardly, like, 1 or 2 hospitals, they are doing VAAFT. Most of the hospitals are not doing VAAFT, so that's why they did. But those 4 weeks were horrible, like, I haven't had that kind of pain in my whole life, like, after going through that treatment.
okay? And what about when it spread to the scrotum and when it gone higher? Was it before from the first or
Yeah, actually, it started from underneath the scrotum, because it was between this scrotum and my anus. The initial, like, that when they did that perineal abscess, it was started from there. But doctor didn't tell me about, like, it is really related to scrotum. They say it is, like, complex anal fistula, which is going, like, anti-clock actually, I can draw the picture, like, there is a, like, our muscles, like, between scrotum and anus, like, and they say from underneath the scrotum, it is going round to the, like, to the anus. That's what they said.
okay?
So that's why I went to the VAAFT treatment over there, because I came to know, like, VAAFT is less painful, and it has got very good success rate. According to survey, like, it's about, like, 83 or 77% in first treatment, and then in second 87, third is 94% after third treatment. So that kind of, like, success rate is there. So that's why I choose either India or UK, but I did not know about this logistic, and I was working over there, so I did not know what will happen. So that's why initially I went there. But after going there, I found similar issues, like, I was not getting proper support from doctor, like, because over there we have to talk to their secretary, and secretary will inform to doctor. So sometimes what happen, what you say to secretary and what secretary say to doctor, we don't know what is happening in between. So there was no access to doctors. So that was the big issue over there. And over here it is better, like, you can have, like, doctor's number, you can speak to doctors on WhatsApp or, like, email, you get immediate response. So that is a good thing. At least if you are in, like, in mental some tension, like, okay, what's going on, if you speak to doctor, if the doctor gives you some assurance, so you feel better, like, so that is a big plus point over here.
So overall, your experiences?
Yeah, my experience is better, like, I would definitely recommend if any of my friend over there is going through this similar situation. I would say, okay, don't waste time, because this is if actually if I would have come last year, that I was thinking in last June, I would be playing like Sunday league or Saturday league over there this year.